Namaste, everybody. Welcome. I hope you're all doing well. It's a little bit chilly here. The sun is nice and warm, but when the sun goes away, it's a little bit cold. Anyway, okay, today we're going to start off with a short meditation. I just thought I'd start off with that today, something different. So, some of you have heard it before. I've done it quite often in our group yoga classes and in the 1 hour class. And I normally do that at the end, and today we're going to do it in the beginning, but it's going to be very short. Okay, and then we'll do some yoga afterwards. Okay, so all you're going to do is just close your eyes. If you want to, you can sit on a chair if that's more comfortable for you, or you can sit on a cushion. That always helps. I like sitting on a cushion for comfort. You can sit cross-legged, just resting your hands either down or up, whichever is okay for you. All right. And then just close the eyes and notice your breathing. And we're going to connect with those 5 senses. So just connect with your sense of hearing, noticing all the sounds that surround you. And then your sense of touch. So it could be the temperature of the air touching your skin, or maybe your clothes touching your skin, or your sitting bones in contact with your cushion or your mat. Just connecting with your sense of touch. And now connecting with your sense of sight. So with the eyes closed, just see what you can see. You might notice little patterns, or maybe it's just complete darkness. Just see what you can see. And then moving to your sense of taste. So notice the taste in your mouth. And then the last one, your sense of smell. So as you feel the air filtering in through the nose, just notice your sense of smell. Maybe you can't smell anything right now, just notice the absence of smell. And then going back now to your sense of hearing, your sense of touch. Go back to sense of hearing, sense of touch. Now what I want you to do is you're just going to repeat the word one mentally to yourself. So you just hear that word one, almost like a whisper in the back of your mind. And then start noticing how your mind gets distracted. So it might be thinking about what you need to do after this yoga session. Or you might be thinking about the past. Maybe something happened that you weren't quite happy with. Just notice what's happening or what you're thinking about. And then come back to that word, one, one, one. And then you might have a sensation in your body. So you might feel maybe discomfort in your body, or maybe anything that arises in your awareness. Allow yourself to feel, to think, and you're just aware of it all happening. And you just come back to that word one, one, one. And then your mind might get distracted again. Maybe there's a sound. Maybe there's a feeling in the body, an emotion, a thought. Just feel it fully. Allow yourself to think whatever it is that you're thinking about. And then come back to that word one, 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 one. We'll just start taking notes of how you feel. I always find the more that I practice this, the more relaxed I become. And that's my experience. Okay, now just release that word one. Feel your body breathing. And slowly now we're going to come out. So I just want you to take a deep breath in through your nose. Deep sigh. Breathe in. Release. Once more, breathe in. Let go. Okay, well done. And open the eyes. Okay, good job. Okay, just let me know in the comments below what your experience was. Okay, let's do some yoga together. Just lying down on your mat, taking both arms above your head. Give your body a good stretch. Point and flex your feet. Point and flex them. And then hugging both knees now in towards your chest. Just give them a good hug and do a little rock from side to side. So now if you can't hold your knees very comfortably, just place your hands onto the knees and rock from side to side. You don't need to pull them in. If you feel uncomfortable, I want you to be in a relaxed kind of position for this. Just relaxing and gently rocking. The head is relaxed, the shoulders are relaxed, and you're just doing a gentle sway from side to side. Okay, well done. And now take your left arm above your head. Just roll over to your left side and slowly come up. And we're going to come up into child's pose. So knees nice and wide, big toes touching, and then bring your forehead down. And we're going to relax here. So the forearms are bent. If you need to, rest one forearm on top of the other and rest your forehead. Remember, if your forehead doesn't touch the floor, just do this position where you're resting one forearm on top of the other. And then slowly coming up now, and we're going to do a little bit of a cat and cow just to warm up the body, just to warm up your spine, get it moving. And breathing in now, looking up, exhale, rounding the spine, the feet are about hip distance apart, so the knees, and then exhale, rounding the spine, using your breath, breathing in, looking up, belly down, exhale, rounding the spine, and just keep going, just warming up the spine, getting the body moving. Let's do one more. As you exhale, round that spine, hold the chair and breathe. Okay, just tucking your toes under. Now let's do a moving cat and cow. So you're going to breathe and look up, belly down. As you exhale, round that spine, draw your sitting bones toward your heels. Breathing in, come up onto all fours, looking up, belly down. Exhale, round the spine, draw your sitting bones toward your heels. Breathing in, looking up, belly down. Exhale, round the spine, draw your sitting bones toward your heels. And let's do one more. Breathe in, look up. Exhale, round the spine, draw your sitting bones toward your heels. Now just hold it here for a bit. If you need to, bend those forearms. Try not to strain your neck and place the forehead down or rest one forearm on top of the other and rest your forehead. Okay, and then from there we're going to breathe in now, coming up, looking up, belly down. As you exhale, round the spine. And now lift your knees off your mat. You come into plank pose. Well done. Then bring your knees down. Draw your sitting bones towards your heels. Breathing in, looking up, belly down. Exhale, round that spine, moving into your plank pose. And then bring your knees down to the floor. Draw your sitting bones towards your heels. Breathing in, all fours, looking up, belly down. Exhale, round the spine, plank pose. Bring your knees down to the floor, draw your sitting bones towards your heels. And let's do one more. Breathe in, look up, belly down. Exhale, round your spine, plank pose. Bring your knees down, draw your sitting bones towards your heels. Breathing in now, looking up, belly down. Exhale, round the spine. Move into plank pose. And exhale to downward dog. Let's just walk the feet up, treadle the feet. Draw both heels down. Bring your knees down to the floor. Keep those toes tucked under if you can, and draw your sitting bones towards your heels. Breathing in, all fours, looking up, belly down. Exhale, round the spine. Move into plank pose. Downward dog. And walk the feet out once more. Draw both heels down together. Bring your knees to the floor. Draw your sitting bones towards your heels. Well done. Let's do one more. Breathe in, look up, belly down. Exhale, round the spine. Plank pose. Downward dog. Treadle the feet. Walk them out. Take your feet as wide as your mat now. Just walk your hands towards your feet and come into a squat. And let's take a deep breath in through your nose. Deep sigh. Breathe in. Release. Once more, breathe in. Let it go. Hands on the floor. Walking your hands forward into your plank pose. Bring your knees down to the floor. Flatten the feet this time. Take your knees wide apart, big toes touching, and bring your forehead down. Slowly coming up, sitting on your heels. Now remember, if you can't sit on your heels comfortably, just bring your hands onto the floor just to maybe ease it out, because sometimes your quads are tight, or you may feel that the shin bone and the top of the foot might be tight. So just go into it nice and gently. Never force. You're going to hold it here for a bit if you can. Just take some deep breaths. For some of us, this is really easy, but for others, it can be very challenging. So just go easy. You can place a cushion or something underneath the feet if you need some support. Well done. Bring your hands onto the floor and then walking your hands forward. Let's bring the body down onto the mat and rest one forearm on top of the other. Rest your forehead and let's just move those hips from side to side. Remember, you don't want to move your feet. Your feet are relaxed, just swaying in the hips. Well done, and relax your body now. Now coming up onto the forearms. So ideally you want the shoulder in line with the elbows. So don't take your hands too far back or too far forward. Just check out, you want shoulder in line with elbow, and the hands are about shoulder width apart. And spread the fingers wide and push down with your wrists and your hands. You're doing a nice sphinx pose, lifting the chest. Careful not to lift the chin. Keep the chin parallel to the floor and just lifting up and just hold it here and breathe. Well done. Then we're going to do a little lift with those elbows. Now here, if you need to, you can adjust and bring your hands a little further forward. If you find your back is not very flexible and you're straining, adjust your hands and then just slowly lift the elbows off your mat. You can straighten the arms and rotate those inner elbows forward if you like. And just breathe and hold it here. And then bringing the elbows down. And breathe and lift those elbows up. Nice lift, relaxing the shoulders. We don't want the shoulders up by the ears. You're just softly drawing them down the back, the shoulder blades. And then bringing the elbows down. Well done. And then breathe in and lift. And then maybe just turn your head, look to the right. And then bring your head back to center and turn your head, look to the left. And come back to center, hold the chair and breathe. And bringing those forearms down and just hold it in Sphinx pose, just adjusting your hands and your arms, lift your chest, breathe. Well done. Resting one forearm on top of the other, rest your forehead and just move your hips from side to side. Well done. Coming back onto the forearms again, just lifting the chest. Breathe. Working with those back muscles. Okay, now with the legs, let's bring the feet together and the toes together. So you want to bring the legs together, heels together. If you find that the lower back pinches slightly, then just take your feet apart. But if you can bring your feet together nice and firmly and just lift the chest and breathe. Well done. Now relaxing the feet and just let them go apart. Okay, now we're going to tuck the toes under of the feet. Just tuck the toes under here and then take your feet about as wide as your mat. And then we're going to work the elbows, the ankle bones down and bring them inwards and then take them up. If you need to, you can take your feet a little wider. So I'm taking mine a little wider so I can bring the ankles down and then up and down to the floor and up and down and up and down and up and down to the floor and up, just as close to the floor as you can get them. Remember, we never force, just gently. Okay, let's do one more. Let's hold it, chant, breathe. Well done. Release your feet, resting one forearm on top of the other. Rest your forehead and move your hips from side to side. Bend your knees and take your feet and just let them flop from side to side. Just a gentle little sway, just to release the lower back. Well done. Now relax your legs. Slide your hands underneath your shoulders. We're going to push on the hands and come up. Take your knees wide apart, big toes touching, making two fists. Rest them one on top of each other, resting the forehead onto the fist. Slowly coming up. Okay, now let's slide down on our mats. We're going to roll that spine down and hug both knees in towards your chest. Give them a good hug and do a little rock from side to side. Place your feet onto the floor. Take your feet as wide as your mat. And let's bring the arms out to the sides, but they're at about a 45-degree angle and the palms are down. We're just going to take the knees to the right and knees to the left. Knees to the right and knees to the left. Okay, the next time you take to the right, just hold it there. Push your opposite hand and left hand down into the floor. Arch your spine. Squeeze your glutes. And just hold it there and breathe. Just making sure your feet are nice and wide. And then bring your knees back to center. Let's take those knees over to the left. Pushing your hand down into the floor. Arch your spine. Squeeze your glutes. Well done. Bring your knees back to center. And let's just hug both knees in towards your chest. Give them a good hug. Do a little rock from side to side. And placing your feet onto the floor. Feet about hip distance apart. Your knees are straight. Your feet are straight. You're going to bring those hands on the floor. You're just going to squeeze your glute muscles now. We're going into bridge pose. Tilt your pelvis. Slowly coming up. Now, if you want to, you can interlace your hands and work your shoulder blades towards each other, or just push your hands into your mat. And now let's just hold it here and take a deep breath in. Deep sigh. Breathe in. Release. Once more, breathe in. Let it go. And then release your hands. Coming down nice and slow, curling the spine down. Hug your knees in. Just a gentle rock from side to side. Well done. Straighten the legs along the floor. Bringing your arms by your sides, palms facing up. And just close your eyes. Just allowing your body just to relax for a few moments. Just noticing the sounds that surround you. Feeling your body lying on your mat. Your eyes looking into the back of your eyelids. The taste in your mouth. And your sense of smell. Take a deep breath in. Deep sigh. Breathe in. Release. Once more, breathe in. Let it go. Take both arms above your head. Give your body a good stretch. Point and flex your feet. Hug both knees in towards your chest. Give them a good hug and do a little rock from side to side. Take your right arm above your head. Roll over to your right side. And slowly coming up. Okay. Let's finish off with 3 shanties. So taking both hands behind your back, take your left hand, clasp your right wrist, and then just folding forwards. And slowly come up and finish off with 3 shantis. So dedicating shantis out to all beings specifically in our country, and all beings to the rest of the world, family, friends, loved ones, and to our Mother Earth and all her beautiful creatures. And Shanti means peace. So visualize those sound waves of peace flowing out to our entire planet, into the lungs. Deep breath in. Om Shanti. 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 Thank you, everyone. Namaste. Thank you. Thanks so much for joining me, liking, watching, and subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Bye.